A cultivator was fined $1,100 this spring for not unlocking a dumpster for inspectors and not disposing of marijuana correctly. KTVA 11 Scott Gross says the company has since paid the fine, but the real story is what happened after inspectors left the scene. Scott.
That's right, Joe. Alaska Sense LLC is the cultivator for Cannabaska on Tudor Road. Now, they told me today that they haven't violated any laws, and they're being used as an example of for other marijuana companies. Now, the only thing they did wrong is not use a bolt cutter to open a sticky padlock. Staff from Alaska Sense LLC had a long day sitting with municipality leaders in the morning, then members from the Alcohol and Marijuana Control Office in the afternoon.
We aren't rushing to any conclusions. The state is contemplating the renewal of their license now.
The concern started on February 16th for an immediate inspection of a marijuana waste dumpster.
We have done an inspection of the property and we found some issues with waste disposal around the dumpster. So we did a return trip, an unannounced return trip with the state AMCO personnel.
Photos taken from officers on site around 1 in the afternoon show usable debris of stems and buds all around the dumpster. When investigators asked to see what's inside the dumpster, they couldn't get in.
That lock was frozen solid.
Evan Neal with Alaska Sense says officers tried everything to unfreeze a lock, and his fellow employees were not comfortable using the bolt cutter provided.
It wasn't like we were playing games trying to refuse inspection. Nobody could remove this huge lock.
However, municipal surveillance video shows a different story. Just hours before, around 10:30 in the morning, employees were opening the dumpster.
And then these guys go out there, right?
What's also puzzling is after officers left just after 2 o'clock in the afternoon, video shows employees once again back in the dumpster, managing this so-called frozen lock. This time, taking bags of items out and back into the business.
It certainly appeared like things were being done to hide from the inspector.
Even more alarming is an emergency call for a waste dump of that dumpster, also caught on camera while officers were away.
We did call Northern Waste to do an urgent trash pickup because there was an urgent situation. That's not out of the ordinary for us to do. In fact, if you look back into Northern Waste call logs, that's a process that we had done multiple times previous to this.
What happens to the business now is in the hands of AMCO.
I believe in the value of the tax revenues and the economic development and jobs that this has brought, but the operators need to operate fairly under the rules.
For $1 million operation, not cutting a $100 lock doesn't seem like the best decision. And as far as what happens next, Chris Constant with the Assembly says they'll wait for AMCO's decision, which could come at any time. And once they share their findings, the Assembly will follow the procedure of having a public hearing to determine if they get to keep their operation, and if so, if any new conditions are required.
All right, Scott, thanks.